Hello, it's Tony here. I suppose I should always give a quick update on my health. I had chemotherapy again yesterday, and I feel really good. So it's going well so far. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Israeli attacks on Gaza, and I think it's the attacks have been totally unreasonable. And I think that the firing of missiles on an area as heavily built up, with a population density as almost highest in the world, is a war crime, and whoever's responsible for it, they should, if we can, we should get them to the Hague and try to as war criminals. I'll step back from that and say that I do have sympathy for the Israeli people living in towns within range of Hamas missiles. Although these missiles are inaccurate and cause compared to the bombing of Gaza, they cause very little damage and very little loss of life. The people in these towns must live in fear, and every time they hear missiles overhead, they will feel something of the fear that the people of Gaza are feeling at the moment. And the United Nations Charter does say that Israel, that a country, does have the right to defend itself, and a military action can be possible on those grounds, the grounds of self-defense. However, the action that Israel has taken, causing hundreds, I think the death toll is getting up to about 500 now, and that is mostly civilian deaths, causing hundreds. And then on top of that, you've got the injuries. There seem to be a lot of children having legs amputated in Gaza this last week or two. That is disproportionate and cannot be considered as a reasonable way of solving Israel's problem. We have to get back to an understanding and a thinking that the indiscriminate bombing, or when I say indiscriminate, if you bomb a town or a city, you know that you are going to cause civilian deaths. You know it's going to happen, and we have to get back to an understanding that if the risk of civilian deaths is too great, that you don't undertake the attack, because the death toll of women and children and innocent men in Gaza at the moment, it's a massacre. It's a slaughter of the innocents, and it seems to be that the Israelis believe that the death of one Israeli is as important as the death of 200 Palestinians. Well, I'm sorry, but that way of thinking got us to the gas chambers in World War II. All life has equal worth. I was going to do this video as a reply to a video I saw by Ron Paul, and where he pointed out that the United States is going to take a lot of the blame for what's happening, and that is just and proper. The United States do share the moral responsibility with Israel, because all this military might that Israel has got has come from American financial and military assistance. So if the missiles weren't manufactured in the United States, they certainly were bought with American money, and ditto for the jets and the helicopters. And I saw an editorial where William Crystal in the New York Times said that this will be a victory in the war against terror, but I don't see it that way. All that's needed, terrorism is fed by a sense of injustice. It doesn't require large armies. All it needs is a man or a woman who can quickly make a bomb using instructions like the internet, and they've just got this sense of injustice because they lost a child in an Israeli bombing raid, and they will go and they will just become a suicide bomber. That's all it takes. And every civilian death in Gaza feeds this sense of injustice. I just had to say that because, like everyone I know, and I'm really curious to see if to know if American television is showing the same pictures from hospitals in Gaza that we're seeing here. But everyone I know it just shows the same view, that what Israel is doing is they're committing war crimes. Thank you.